Happy Webtoon Wednesday. I'm going to do a video today on the webtoon called Cretaceous Period. This one actually has dinosaurs in it, which at the time I was like, cool, something different and something new. And it's okay. The artwork is alright. I think the biggest issue I have so far is within the first chapter. That's like the prologue. You see velociraptors, but they don't call them velociraptors. I think they actually call them like 2 or 3 different kinds of names. So I'm not sure if the author or the creator did it on purpose to make it seem like civilians or people who were seeing the dinosaurs were unsure of what they were seeing or what they were. I'm not 100% sure. The main male character is in Special Forces, and he is actually in the beginning, so after the prologue, in the beginning of the story, he is escorting a scientist or a professor to a convention to discuss what is going on, because I guess the world is having some weird phenomenons going on. And on their way there, there's a warning about like a really intense lightning storm happening and the possibility of power going out. And as they're driving along, there is a bunch of thunder and lightning, and what happens is it's like an EMP goes off, but there isn't an EMP that goes off. It's like this storm is different from other storms, so all the power goes off, cell phones don't work no more, the electronic cars aren't working, they can't stop, like when they press on the brakes aren't working either, so they have to like crash into trees or ditches. There's huge pileups going on within the city, and during all these pileups, people are trying to get children out of cars, people are getting like squished or like dead, and there's no way to call ambulances or police officers, so people on hand are trying the best they can to help each other out. So as this is happening, a giant earthquake hits. People start to scatter. They try to go to parks, try to get out of big buildings and away from big buildings, and the main character and the professor are finally really close to where they need to be, which is like a government building, so they just kind of like tough it out and go. And when they're there, people are starting to show up with giant scratch marks on them or bite marks on them. And one of the witnesses claims that there was a giant bird that came out of the sky and attacked his father. Now, our main male character thought he had seen a giant bird during the thunder and the lightning, but he wasn't sure. A lot was going on, so it was kind of crazy and chaotic. And he just kind of was like, never mind, forget it. Now, this story does show parts of, I don't want to say human nature, because it almost sounds bad, but it shows parts of what humans do when they're scared. So you have people who only think about themselves or like their immediate family, right? They don't help anybody else. Happens, flight or fight, right? Some people just, they don't stop and think about, they just feel like, I have to run, I have to save myself. That's a normal reaction, right? So it shows this. There's also another part where there's like velociraptors trying to get into the subway, and this guy starts freaking out. He starts panicking. He wants to sacrifice one of the injured people and like throw them outside so the velociraptors can eat that already hurt person, so the rest of them can go scot-free. Again, I wouldn't put it past someone to do this. Not at all. You see it a lot of times in, zombie movies or like post-apocalyptic situations. Like, I don't want to say, like I said, I don't want to say it's human nature, but it's not surprising that this would actually be something that legitimately happens. So I do like the fact that there is some sort of realism involved, even though there is like just dinosaurs that are popping out of nowhere and you don't know why. I am 10 chapters in and I haven't seen any new updates for it yet, so I'm still waiting. I'm still on the fence with this one because there's just not a lot to go off of. There's only 10 chapters that I've been able to read, so there's a lot that could happen. I haven't seen any character growth, but our main male character seems like a very strong, reliable, nice character to begin with. He's very much like, I'm going to get up and go, I'm going to help these people. So I think so far, he's a really good character. He doesn't seem like a douchebag or anything like that, which I appreciate. That is my review for Cretaceous Period. I know it's short, but again, there's only 10 chapters that are available for me to read. If you have any webtoon or manga recommendations, please leave them in the comments below. I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching. Bye, everyone.